Win or Lose is the brand new Disney Plus Pixar series, which just wrapped up its 8 episodes last week. This show is an 8 episode, 20 to 25 minute Pixar series, which basically centers around a championship softball game. And each of the 8 episodes is a different episode, a character-based episode about centering around this championship game. You have the daughter, you have the coach, multiple different players on the team have their own episodes. It all culminates in the final episode as they try to win their first ever state championship. Some of the voices include Will Forte and Lil Rel Howery. As I said, the show is 8 episodes long with 20 to 25 episodes in length. My name is Max Stenberg. Welcome back to a brand new Pixar review here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Stenberg. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do movie and TV show reviews, box office breakdown shows, added theater reactions, movie rankings. If you like any one of those things, subscribe, ring the bell, comment down below. What are your thoughts on Win or Lose? Do you like Pixar delving into some TV shows, or do you think they should stick to movies? And also, if you've seen the show, did you like it? Did you not like it? Would you want to see a continuation of the show, or do you think this ended on a good note? Let me know in the comments. Also, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. That's how you support this channel. So I've said this multiple times on these Pixar reviews. I'm a massive Pixar fan. I've seen every single bit of content that they've produced, if it's movies, shorts, or even these type of TV shows. And this is really their third technically TV show. They did Monsters at Work for 2 seasons. They did Dream Productions, which I also reviewed here on the channel last year, which is like a limited series, 4 episodes. This is a full-on series. And I wasn't very excited about it. No one was really talking about it, and no one still really is, sadly. I'll say this overall with this show, I actually enjoyed the show. I don't think it got off to the strongest note. I think it got off to a pretty mediocre start with the first 4 or 5 episodes. I think the last couple episodes really picked things up. And I am also somebody who loves sports and played Little League Baseball until ninth grade. I played baseball in my childhood. And everyone, even if you're not a big sports person, or even if you didn't become a professional athlete, a lot of us who did play in these little league sports, if it was baseball or any other sport, you have fond memories of it's how you really learn how to be social. It learns how to be on a team, how to interact with other kids your age, how to even interact with adults. There's a lot of life lessons learned in sports. And that's why I always found it great to be, even though I wasn't a great athlete, let's just say, I always loved playing sports as a kid. And I think this is a really good idea for a Pixar show where it's trying to put in a lot of different messages for kids and also adults in the series. I will say that most of the episodes, I would say 6 of the 8 episodes do center, 5 of the 8 episodes do center around children subplots and stories. 3 of the episodes are adult-centered episodes. We learn about the umpire, the mom of one of the kids, and then Coach Dan himself, who's played by Will Forte. And I think this is a perfect, really easy to watch family show. As I said, the episodes are like 20 to 25 minutes. They're a breeze, especially to binge. It really does not take that long to get through the show. And I think both kids will enjoy the show as well as adults won't be bored just watching it for the sake of their kids. They'll also get something out of it. I thought that the 2 best episodes of the series were actually by far and away the last 2 episodes. Episode 7 centers the character of Kai, someone who they clearly, I'm not going to get into it here, they clearly cut out a big part of her storyline, and you can tell what it is, and I think it's a shameful thing that whoever told the creators to cut this part out of the storyline, it's very offensive that they didn't leave this storyline in the show and tended to hint at it instead of actually go through with it. But Kai is a really good character. I think it's a really authentic father and daughter, father-son, anyone, father and kid relationship in sports, where, the dad obviously wants their kid to succeed, but is it more for the sake of their reputation or their kid's reputation? I thought that was a really good, had its cliches in it, but it's a very real and authentic one. And then Coach Dan's origin story, I thought was by far and away the best of the episodes of the characters because you learn a lot about him in a very short amount of time because sadly his episode, his character focused episode is the finale. So half of that finale is centered around his character, and then the back half of the episode is wrapping up seven other storylines. But when we are focused on him, it can be quite depressing and sad. But it just show you the love of baseball. There are some fun episodes in here. I don't think all of these storylines needed episodes of their own. Not every character needed a full length 20 to 25-minute episode. And as I said, I do think the show would have benefited more if it had one more episode where we had a full-on Coach Dan episode, and then the last episode was actually wrapping up every single subplot. Because it felt like they were squeezing in two episodes into one. The last episode is by far the only one that's 30 minutes long. And they were trying to squeeze in too much into one episode. So I think they could have benefited from one more episode, which would have just been wrapping up all the storylines. But honestly, I had a really good time. There are some really good, authentic childhood moments that I could relate to. I think a lot of other people are going to relate to, especially if you grew up playing Little League baseball or softball or really any sport of the kind. It's a sweet show that teaches a lot of lessons to both adults and kids. It's a fun time. I don't think this is a great show or anything. I actually do think it's by far the best TV product that Pixar has done before. Dream Productions and Monsters at Work for me were very big disappointments. I think this show got better as it went on. I found myself engulfed and wrapped into what was going on and making sure everyone got their good ending in the show. So overall, I'm going to give Win or Lose a 3.5 out of 5, a 68%. I really did have a good time with this Pixar show. What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.